Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another session of Mom Focus. As you know, today we are discussing the important topic, leaving and cleaving, and we have a very special couple with us to teach us on this subject. I will be introducing them to you shortly. Thank you. Thanks to each one of you for joining us today. We know that things are getting very busy with the new academic year starting, schools reopening, and summer being extremely hot for many of us. We really want to appreciate your presence with us today, so we welcome you and we thank you. For those of you who do not know about Mom Focus and are attending this meeting for the first time, this is a small online initiative that was started a couple of years ago to equip young mothers and couples in their journey of parenting. And so far, we've been blessed through the ministry of several godly ministers and couples who have shared God's word with us on different topics. And today is yet another special session. And being Father's Day, let me also acknowledge all the fathers with us. Happy Father's Day to each one of you. So we will begin the session with a word of prayer. Sister Litty Ben from Chennai will lead us in prayer, following which Sister Litty, Rachel and Iron will lead us in singing. Over to you.
പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കാം. ഹല്ലേലൂയ, സ്തോത്രം. കർത്താവേ, ഒരു പ്രാവശ്യം കൂടെ നിന്നെ സ്തുതിപ്പാൻ തന്ന വൻ കൃപയ്ക്കായി നന്ദിയോടെ സ്തോത്രം ചെയ്യുന്നു. അല്പസമയം അങ്ങയുടെ സന്നിധിയിൽ വന്നിരിക്കുവാൻ തന്ന കൃപയ്ക്കായി നന്ദിയോടെ സ്തോത്രം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഞങ്ങളെ വിളിച്ച് വേർതിരിച്ച് അങ്ങയുടെ മക്കളാക്കി തീർത്തതിൻ്റെ വൻ കൃപയ്ക്കായി നന്ദിയോടെ സ്തോത്രം ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന സമാധാനത്തിനായി നന്ദിയോടെ സ്തോത്രം ചെയ്യുന്നു. പ്രത്യേകം ഈ മം ഫോക്കസ് മിനിസ്ട്രിയെ ഓർത്ത് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. അതിൻ്റെ പിന്നിൽ പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്ന ഓരോ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടവരെ ഓർത്ത് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. ആവശ്യമായ എല്ലാ കൃപകളും അവിടുന്ന് കൊടുക്കണമേ എന്ന് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. പ്രത്യേകം ഇന്ന് ക്ലാസ് എടുക്കുന്ന ബ്രദർ പീറ്റർ പ്രേംകുമാർ ബ്രദറിനെയും സിസ്റ്റർ സാലി സിസ്റ്ററിനെയും ഓർത്ത് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. ആവശ്യമായ വാക്കും വചനങ്ങളും അവിടുന്ന് കൊടുക്കണമേ. അടിയങ്ങൾക്ക് ആ ക്ലാസ് പ്രയോജനമുള്ളതായിരിക്കാൻ ഇടയാക്കണമേ. ആദ്യോടന്തം അങ്ങയുടെ സാന്നിധ്യം കൂടിയിരിക്കണമേ എന്ന് പ്രാർത്ഥിക്കുന്നു. സർവ്വ യേശു ക്രിസ്തുവിൻ നാമത്തിൽ തന്നെ, ആമേൻ.
What a fellowship, what a joy divine.
Thank you so much. That was really beautiful. And thank you for adding the violin in. That made it all the more enjoyable. Let us continue to lean on the everlasting arms of our Lord. So now we move on to the teaching session. As you know, the topic for today is leaving and cleaving, a very important yet seldom discussed topic in our culture. So today we are going to learn the biblical perspective of what it means to truly leave and cleave and become one flesh. And we have a very special couple to teach us today. They are no strangers to Mom Focus because they've been with us 2 times prior. And it was, in fact, difficult to get them because they are very busy serving the Lord all across the globe. Brother Peter Premkumar David and Sally Grace Peter are family educators and marriage counselors. They are professionally qualified with a master's in care and counseling. They are specially trained in family relationships and they conduct family enrichment workshops, premarital seminars, parenting workshops, and youth counseling. They have their own counseling center in Pondicherry and are also founders of the organization called FACT, Family Assistance Through Counseling and Training, FACT. It's a registered trust in Pondicherry with a primary focus of caring for and serving families in India. So it's in fact our privilege and blessing to have them with us today. And we look forward to learning from them as they have blessed many couples and individuals across the world. We pray and hope to be blessed by them today. And as we always do, we have a question answer session at the end of their talk. So if you have your questions, please send them to me via chat, or if you have my WhatsApp number, you can even WhatsApp it to me and they will be kindly answering our questions. So thank you so much for taking your time and being with us. I know you're very busy in the Lord's Vineyard. So welcome, and over to you, Brother Peter and Sister Sally.
A very good evening to all the Moms Focus viewers, and it's a joy once again to be back. Maybe it's about 1.5 years now since we spoke, and we have done 2 sessions here, and it's a joy and a privilege to be a part of this, part of the Moms Focus, right? And today, as Sharon was sharing, that it's a very important topic, leaving and cleaving, right? A topic that is not discussed, a topic that is misunderstood by the parents as well as the young couples, right? And let's go to the Bible and understand what is the meaning of leaving and cleaving, and let's unlearn things and learn the things from the Bible, because we would have learned many things from our parents, many things from our pastors and from books, and we would have learned things ourselves, right? But let's go deep into the Bible and know what is leaving and what is cleaving and what does God want of us, right?
So while we are listening, we have to let go of our attitude that is, it's all for you.
Oh, no. Who said it's all for you only?
No, it's all for you. Listen
see,
to
Mom's Focus, they have arranged Peter and Sally just for you. I've been praying for you.
No, it's for you. That's why today you are here.
The problem is all because of you, right? It's not that attitude. The problem is not all because of you or me, right? We together, how are we going to face this problem?
Yeah.
Your spouse is not your enemy. My wife is not my enemy. I'm not an enemy. Our enemy is that we have not learned from the Bible properly, right? And there are people who are intruding into our lives, right? It's a private life for us.
So we have to listen with the attitude that when God speaks to us, what are the changes that I have to do? Maybe I am doing it for many years like this. How I have to change this? Changing it is difficult, but how I have to do it so that it will be a blessing for my family. So we will listen with this attitude. Let's go to the topic, leaving and cleaving. Leaving and cleaving is law of priority and law of pursuit. So any topic on marriage is futile without knowing the goal of marriage.
Yeah, we spoke about the goal of marriage, the first session. And if you want to know about it, you can go there. Yeah. And again, I ask you, what is the goal of marriage? Why did you get married? Many a times, most of the couples do not know why they got married. They say, it's because my parents forced me. All my friends got married, and I also feel that I need a companion, a friend, right? I've crossed 25, 30, and I need a husband or a wife, right? I follow the society in all these things, but God has got a goal, right? For example, uh, I am roaming the road without knowing where I'm going. I'll be called a madman, right? And she also is the same, right? She walks along the road without knowing where she's going. She will be called a mad woman. Now this madman and the mad woman got married. What would they will call us?
Mad family.
They will call us a mad family, right? Many here listening to us are something like that. Okay. If you do not know the goal or the vision of marriage, then we are mad families. We do not know where we are heading to, where God wants us to go. The goal of marriage, don't forget this, okay? Why you have been united with your spouse is to become one. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 24 says, therefore a man shall leave his father and mother, cleave to his wife, and they become one flesh. The two shall be united as one. That's the goal of marriage. Malachi 2:15 also says that, right? And Matthew 19:6 says, so they are no longer two, but one. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man not separate. This is very important. What God has put together, don't put your hand there. Don't put your hand there and try to separate them. That's a warning there. Okay.
So unless and until we understand the goal of marriage,
yeah,
we cannot understand leaving and cleaving.
Yeah.
See, goal of marriage only will make us to understand what is leaving, what is cleaving. Okay. So goal of marriage is two becoming one, and throughout the scriptures, okay, God utilizes marriage as a metaphor to convey his love towards his chosen people, Israel, and Christ's love for church.
Yeah.
So
unless we understand God's love for his people and Jesus' love for the church, we cannot draw principles for husband and wife's relationship. Okay. Yeah. My relationship with my spouse is compared to the relationship between God and Israel, Jesus and his church, Jesus' love for the church. So one important principle for married couples to consider and understand is the intimate union God wants to have with us. This is the basis foundation, okay? Deuteronomy chapter 13, so I'll read for you. It is the Lord, your God, you must follow. It's a command, okay? And him you must revere. Keep his commands and obey him. Serve him and hold fast to him. That is, hold fast to him. In another translation, it's put, cleave unto him. Cleave unto your God. Right? Then Exodus 22 says, I am the Lord your God, and you shall not have any other gods before me, and even an idol in any form. You shall not bow before them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, I am a jealous God. I put some important phrases or words in red. I am a jealous God to understand what is leaving, right? God calls for total allegiance with him. God calls us. Okay. And he wants me to be loyal to him, committed to him, faithful to him, right? You are mine. He says, you are mine and I am yours. Nobody should come between us. No gods, no money, no wealth. Nothing should interfere in our relationship. I love you and I want you to give me the same kind of a love. And that is the kind of a love God is expecting between the husband and the wife, right? How do you reciprocate? Okay. So, for the relationship between God and man to flourish, God demands loyalty and commitment. And so does this relationship, the husband and the wife's relationship. If it has to be nourished and if it has to flourish, there needs to be 5 commitments, right? As God said, I am the Lord your God and you cannot have any other gods besides me. There are 5 conditions. No need of calling condition. It's commitment expected from the husband and the wife. Right? That we see in Genesis chapter 2, 18 to 25. The first commitment is accepting your spouse as God's gift, or we call it law of possession, right? Ownership. I own my wife.
Leaving
Leaving is the law of priority. Cleaving is the law of permanence or pursuit, right? United, become one flesh means the law of purity and transparency. The fifth commitment is being transparent in the relationship, law of prudence. Okay. So, but today we are going to concentrate on the two commitments that God is expecting in the blueprint, right? Out of the five commitments. Leaving. What is leaving? In Greek, it is called katalelepu. It's a very difficult word to pronounce.
In Hebrew, it is called azab.
Azab.
Azab means to set free, to give up the right, to relinquish, to abandon,
Yeah,
to leave behind.
yeah.
So,
It's a very strong word, to abandon, to relinquish my right over my parents and my parents, their right over me as soon as I get married. Like the moment I held a hand, I said, I am your husband, right? They got to relinquish the right over me. That is the meaning of it. Okay. To leave and in other words, you can say to leave the immediate circle. That is psychological, emotional, and financial. Breaking away from parental ties to sever one relationship to establish another. Okay. Coming into a new authority structure. We'll see into the verse 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. We'll explain about the verse later on. Okay. There are two verbs used in the Bible for priority, one for the husband and one for the wife. In Genesis chapter 2:24, the verb that is used for the husband is leave.
for this reason, man will leave. Okay, so it is given, man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh.
And for the woman, from Psalm 45:10, it said, forget. Right? Listen, O daughter, consider and give ear. Forget your people and your father's household. Why? Two different verbs, one for the man and one for the woman, right? Because God knows our psyche. Okay. Our inner self. He made us. He knows how we behave. So, what is,
Peter,
yeah,
see, I don't know why you are taking all decisions with your you never consult with me, You never discuss with me. I don't know, after marriage, this is happening. It's been many times that I'm telling you that this is not right, that you always take decision with your parents and then you come and execute here. I don't like this.
Yeah, Sally, I want you to understand. Okay. I'm telling you, I want you to understand my parents are older than you. And for the past 30 years, they have taken care of me. They have fed me. Okay. They have given me education. I'm in a good position now. And I'm married to you, right? For me, my parents are very important, right?
Oh, is it like that?
Yes.
Then why you got married to me?
Right?
Huh?
Why you got married to me? Why did you marry me then?
No, that's what I'm asking.
No. You want the priority. Oh, no. This is all wrong.
Yes, so am I. See how you were fed and you were educated, you were brought up. Likewise, I was also fed, educated, brought up my
But
parents.
you have left your parents and you have come behind us, no? You are into our family. Okay, my father is head of the family, my mother is head of the family. We have two heads. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you are tail of the family.
No. Don't talk like that and all to the husband. Right? Okay. You need to respect me. Okay. Right. The fight is priority. Okay. For the woman to leave is easy, right? But to forget a household is very difficult. Okay. When the wife gives importance to a father and to a family, the husband feels threatened. For example,
see, Peter, why are you doing like this, Peter?
What happened?
See, my brother will do better than this.
Oh, your brother will do better than I, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, my father, if he takes up that the work, he will do plan and he will do very good, I don't know why you are doing like this. You never come to their standard, Peter.
I don't come to this standard. Oh my God, how can I satisfy my wife? She also always says I am not equal to them.
You know about my mother?
Yeah.
She's very good,
Yeah.
And my sisters and brothers,
all great people.
yeah.
Great,
They never
great, great.
forget my birthday.
Oh.
And they know about my inner church, the Christmas that we celebrate, and the choir that we have. It's awesome,
Okay. And what about a celebration in our place?
Your place?
Yeah.
It's boring.
What about my mother? What about my father? Right. See, a woman, for her, it's very difficult to leave her parents and come, but she keeps something very important back home. Like
See,
you said,
for me, it's easy for me to leave, but forgetting is difficult. Okay, I'll keep on bringing back the memories that what happened and how it is, and I want the same or better things to happen here. Okay, so I'll be constantly comparing this relationship with that living. Okay, I had. So when I do that, my husband will feel irritated.
I'll feel disrespected, not because I am not been given the priority, right? Even for the sambar a mother makes, even for the rasam the mother makes, she'll say, nothing like my mother's sambar, she'll come and complain. Oh, that is going to hurt me. It is because when God said, I am the Lord your God, and you shall not have any other gods besides me. The Israelites they were not like following God. God said to them, Israel, you are my beloved. I made you for me. You're mine. I'm a jealous God. I cannot see you worshipping other gods, right? And that same jealousy creeps into me, right? It works. That's why Paul in Ephesians chapter 5 says, this is a profound mystery. The binding is done by the Holy Spirit. The moment you held your spouse's hand, we are made one, right? We are not in both the flesh is coming together, but in every way, the binding is done by the Holy Spirit, which we cannot understand. It means mine has been stolen by somebody else.
See, for a very, very simple example, that is, okay, we are friends for, we are in 10th standard, 11th standard, 12th standard, we are studying together, we are friends for a longer time. And Peter, all our school and even our college, people are saying that we are best friends.
College, they're very jealous of us.
Jealous of us, And then, I cannot forget my 8th standard friend,
Really?
Till from 1st standard till 8th standard.
She's a better friend, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Better than I?
No. I cannot forget that friend.
Really? Then get lost, right? There's a jealousy that creeps in. You don't want to be in that relationship. Okay.
In the same way, in this best friendship, husband and wife friendship, becoming one, when I give priority over my husband, then he gets very jealous.
I start disliking my in-laws, right? And disrespect also creeps inside me, right? Why should I respect a father and mother when she's not respecting me? Where's my first love? Someone is robbing it. I'm the rightful one, right? The bonding is a mysterious bonding that no one understands.
The same way how he feels, the same way I feel.
Yes. I understand it, darling.
Now, do you understand that why I feel very?
I'm very sorry.
Very upset that you take a decision with your parents and not really including me.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
The same righteous jealousy sets in me also.
Yeah. And for the man to forget is easy, right? But to leave his comfort zone is tough, right? Especially parents, especially the mother. They're very happy that the son is attached to them rather than to be one with the wife. You understand? So they give all the comfort and what he needs, whatever he wants, the mother and the father give, and it's spoiling him, right?
Especially for boys, okay, it is like normally, okay, son, I will take care of everything. Okay, son, we will do this. We will do this. We will do this for you. son is happy. Okay, they are doing. Why should I get involved? And why should I break my head?
He wants to be in the comfort zone doing nothing, and the parents use it, right? They want to have a control over the son. Okay, over the son, okay, but they especially want control over the daughter-in-law. Okay, and this creates havoc between the husband and the wife. When the mother-in-law tries to control the daughter-in-law fights with the husband, right? Okay, will he take up responsibility at home when the parents are doing those things that the son has to do, right? He is very happy, right? He is an irresponsible man. He doesn't want to take care of his. He doesn't want to take any responsibilities, okay? Because every responsibility is taken care of by his parents, right? And life becomes very comfortable for him, and he forfeits his headship, and that's a wrong thing he does. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and
Verse 3.
verse 3. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3 says, "Now I want you to realize that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is man." Right? Listen carefully. Okay, understand carefully. Now I want you to realize that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of woman is the man, the husband. Okay, is the husband, not the man, is the husband. Okay, right.
So
And-
before marriage,
Hmm.
I was in my father's home. My father is the head of my family, and I was there growing up.
And my father was the head of my family. Okay,
And
now,
he was growing up there.
and now we get married,
We got married.
right? And tell me now, when we are in a joint family, right? We lived as a joint family for 10 years. And and my father, mother, and all of us are living there. Now tell me, who is my head? We are living with my father, elderly mother, right?
You can chat.
Yeah, you can chat. Who's my head? Christ. Good.
Sure.
Jayashree, good. Right.
Okay.
Right.
Everybody says Christ.
Right. Christ is the head. Right. Especially I see this from just women. Yeah, Ranjini and Ambika and all those sisters, but not one man has answered this. Right. I think they're thinking it is the father, right, who's their head after marriage. No, this is very bad. If you think that your father is still the head of your family, you're bringing disgrace to Christ. The command of God is the moment you hold your spouse's hand, right? You, the man, becomes the head of his wife.
I come from that headship, my father's headship. Okay, I forget my family and come to this unit, this new unit, that smaller unit that my husband and I, that here my husband takes the headship. I can come under his headship.
I
take him as my head.
I don't want my father to be head of my wife. That's a wrong relationship. Okay, let him have his wife. My mother has his thing. Okay, let him be the head of my mother. That is enough for him. One head is enough, right? So that is a wrong relationship. When I make my father or mother the head of the house, God is being disgraced, right? It's a contempt. It's a disapproval by God, right? It is God who is the one who appointed me as the head of my family, head of my wife, right?
So
right.
Here is where you need to understand the OS, operating system of man and a woman. Immediately when God created man and woman, God put in us the operating system, OS.
You know what is the operating system?
In the computer, in the mobile phone, we have OS. We call OS, operating system is Android mobile, Windows, and Microsoft Office is a thing, and then Linux.
Yeah.
So many operating system is there.
Without the operating system, the laptop will not work. The cell phones will not work. It's very important. Okay, right. as soon as a baby boy is born, God puts in him the operating system of headship, right? But many babies, even after babies, when they grow up into a man, they feel that they don't have the operating system is not in them because they're not connected to God, right? The headship is the operating system inside a man. So
Only it will work when you connect to God.
yeah, right. Without the power, it will not work, right? The operating system of a woman is to follow the leader. Genesis 2:18. Okay, she has to come under the headship of her husband. She has to organize herself under the leadership of her husband, right? When I am the head, right, naturally, because of the headship that God has put in as a helper suitable for me, right, her heart longs to look for a leader in me, a bold leader like Christ, right? She doesn't want my mother to take the leadership. She doesn't want my father to take the leadership.
Because my operating system struggles, that is, I expect, oh my God put in me the operating system to follow the leader. My husband should be a leader. And if he is not taking the leadership, if he is not taking the decisions properly, and all these things, I struggle.
Yeah.
See.
And what does her OS expects from the husband as a helper suitable, right? She expects me to take all decision making, right? And for she, including, I have to include her because she's my helpmate.
See, Peter.
Yeah.
What shall we do with this? Okay, I got arrears, and see this time in my office, people are discussing that we can invest money.
Yes.
Okay, it's not that all the time we will spend the money and then later we regret.
Yeah.
Let us invest in something. What do you think, Peter? Let's discuss.
Fantastic idea. Even I got my arrears done, and also some bonus. I think I thought of investing.
Together we can do something, no?
Yeah. Nice idea. One thing, see, my father is a banker. My mother is also a banker. Now they are very good in this investment and all these things.
Papa, let them be. It's okay.
But I have to go and consult with them. They have experience, right? And they will give us good ideas.
So you don't have any ideas?
I have ideas. I have ideas.
So why don't you discuss that idea?
And I want my parents to be part of the decision making. You
can't take any decision all alone. See, I'm seeing you from the beginning of marriage. It is like that. You go for years. It is like that. You're not at all growing. Why should I give all the money to you? I will not give.
Right. Yeah. The wife expects the husband to be a real leader. Good head, right?
It is nothing wrong taking advice from parents. Please don't misunderstand us. But this unit, as the smaller unit, has to take decisions together.
Yeah, he must not excessively look for approval, encouragement, and support from parents instead of his wife. And this is where jealousy creeps in, right? She wants her to be included in our decision making, right? Not with a thing.
Okay. So what happens if we are not prioritizing our spouse? Okay. If I am not forgetting my family, if he is not leaving, okay, his family, what happens to our relationship is naturally there is a jealousy, a righteous jealousy sets in, a sense of insecurity sets in. I feel very insecure we feels very insecure if I take all decisions with my parents alone and he is not included in that, he will feel very insecure and we both really don't trust each other.
Yeah.
Why should we trust?
There'll be a feeling of betrayal. Someone has taken my rightful place. She is not giving me the priority and I am not giving her the due respect that she needs as a wife, right? Okay.
So slowly we start drifting away from each other. As a result, you have to see, I come from a family where my father is the head of the family, okay? And I come to take my husband is the head of mine. And he comes from a family where His father was a head of the family, and now God has made him as a head. But he is not taking the responsibility. And what happens, oh, my head is not taking responsibility. Why should I be in this kind of a difficult thing? My previous head was good. So let me go back.
Yeah.
So both of us, as a result, we try to seek comfort and love from
Yeah.
our own parents.
It's a kind of a passive oppression, She tells me, include me in the decision making. I am your wife. I am your first priority. Then I just keep quiet, right? I think that my father and mother are somebody equal to God. Okay. It's a passive oppression. It's violence, right? The goal, again, I'm telling you, the goal of marriage or the command of God for marriage is the two shall become one. The husband and the wife only. I'm repeating it again. Only. Okay. Husband and the wife only. Right? Not 3 or 4 becoming one. The mother becoming one with the son, the mother becoming one with the daughter, or the father becoming one with the daughter or the son. That is not the real meaning of becoming one. Okay. So we need to reprioritize our marriage. My spouse becomes my first priority. My wife is my first priority above every other relationship. That's including my father and mother, right? My parents, my habits, my hobbies, my addictions, career, my desires, right? You understand that? My wife is my first priority.
My husband is my first priority
But
over everything.
Yeah, everything we included habits, hobbies, addictions, career, and desires.
Okay. So how we have to understand practically, as we said again and again, the goal of marriage to becoming one. And marriage is a covenant relationship.
Yeah.
In a covenant relationship, God is there in our midst of our relationship.
It's a triangular relationship, right?
God, husband, and wife.
You see the picture there? As the husband and the wife grow closer to God, they come closer to each other. As we move towards God,
Yeah.
right? We become one, right? And we become one with each other, right? But now, my parents, my mother or father pulls me towards her or him, and her parents are pulling her, Sally, towards them, right? What happens is we go like this. We just get
We are
away.
drifting. Okay, we are drifting. What's happening when we drift?
The more we drift from away from each other, we go away from God. Right?
Understand?
I just want to warn the elderly couples who are watching this thing, right? It is a command of God that the husband and the wife has to become one, right? Don't, right, mothers and fathers, don't try to become one with your son or your daughter. It is a sin. It is a curse, right? It is a curse. You're fighting against God. You're bringing disgrace to God's name. Okay, you understand? If you're fighting against God and if you're going to separate your son and your daughter, it is a curse, and God will treat you in a way you need to be treated. Okay?
Because
So
God
it's a
is
warning that
God,
yeah,
and He wants, because He says that I am the witness in your marriage covenant.
Mm.
And so it's a serious covenant. We need to understand this. So here is where that we need to see, Peter, practically how we have to apply this. Peter,
yeah.
Mummy is poking nose in everything, Peter. I can't manage, Peter. It is so difficult,
No.
See, whatever I do, she has the final word to say. Okay? See, even making sambar. Oh, she says that the vegetable needs to be cut like this, it seems. See, let it be, Peter. Let me do it
both
my
of you use
own
the same
way.
dal, no?
Same dal. Let me do it my own way. Why can't? See, I'm also working. Sometimes my cut maybe it's not the same like what she is cut, how she is cutting. Let it be. Why can't she accept that?
Yes. Okay. If husbands are listening to us, right? Like there may be many other problems, serious problems also, right? And between your
This
wife
is very
and
simple thing I'm
very
bringing.
simple, yeah. So when you get something like this, your wife comes and complains something like this, right? Okay, what will you do? one thing is, three things a man will do. Okay. One, he will fight, okay, with his wife, or he will fight with his mother, right? Or he will freeze, right? He'll be silent. He'll become dumb. He won't
Numb,
speak at all.
numb.
Numb and dumb, right? The third thing is he will flee from the place, escape, right?
But all these three is not the right thing.
Right.
Okay? Sometimes he will
Right, I
say,
fight with my mother. Is it, are we going to get the results? No. There's not going to be any peace in the house.
the Bible says, blessed are the peacemakers.
We need to maintain the peace of home. I need to have the whole family. Both of us need to love everyone, right? I cannot send my parents out. I cannot shout at them. Even if I shout at them, the next day when I go to office, my mom will create havoc with her. She will just remove every hair out from her head.
It's not pleasant
Yeah.
to stay in that same house.
Yeah.
So it's not, fighting is not the result. Fighting
Yeah.
is not the way out.
Yeah, we need to resolve things properly, right?
So how to resolve?
What does my wife want from me? What she's expecting from me? What she's expecting from me is love, right?
Peter,
Yeah.
you know, mommy is poking nose in everything.
I know, darling, you have been complaining about this for a year, no?
Yes,
I understand your problem.
I don't want to do it, but
I understand your problem. I know that my mom will do like this.
Peter,
Yeah.
you understand?
Yes.
Oh,
She is a
God.
human being. She's in flesh and blood.
Thank
And
God.
she
I
will
never thought that you understand like that, Peter.
I understand you, darling.
Oh
So
my God.
I've been wondering.
I was really struggling in my mind how to tell you, but you understand. This takes loads of my really problem, you know. Now I am really free.
Really?
I feel.
Well, I should have told you this.
I feel
that I'm on your side, darling.
I
right?
feel that we are now one team.
Yeah. We are one team. No? Yeah. So, I mean, are you satisfied?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what does the wife want from me? She wants my affirmation. She wants to say, I am with you always. I stand with you, right? I understand your problems.
When Peter comes and complains to me about my parents, I have to stand with him instead of supporting my own parents. Okay, no, I understand that my father, my mother can really irritate you. I stand with you.
Right.
Okay, so the thing is, we both should stand as one team.
Right. In one other thing, a husband comes home. The case came to us. The husband came home and the wife immediately served him coffee.
Yeah.
The wife immediately served him with coffee and snacks. And
Peter, let me bring coffee.
Yeah. Did you give coffee to my mother? Huh? Yeah.
As if that.
She wanted to serve me and she wanted to serve me coffee and snacks. But this man should have kept his mouth quiet. But the wife had already served my mother.
I should always, he thinks he will never trust me.
Yeah. So, and
see,
sometimes
the words that he is using at home. See, it's nothing wrong inquiring about his mother. Okay. Whether the mother had coffee or not or anything. Okay. But in front of the wife, in front of everyone, if he is making a loud talk that, did you give to my mother? That is as if that he
wants to please his mother and get approval from his mother, right? He is insulting his wife.
How should he talk?
Right.
He should use a different word.
Sally, did you all have coffee and snacks?
Yes.
Yeah.
We had half an hour back. Everybody had. Mummy had. All
Mummy
of us had.
Very good.
Yeah, all of us had. You are the only one. Can I give
Yeah, bring it down.
It's so smooth. So it is sometimes our words make a lot of difference. Learn to change your words. So the Bible is talking about leave your father and mother, cleave to your spouse. And the same Bible talks about honor your parents.
Yeah.
Okay. So how to honor our parents? Okay. Whose parents we have to take care of?
Yeah, the boys' parents.
Yeah. Girls' parents are ATM machines, no?
Yeah.
Is it like that?
Right. See, what is the meaning of son-in-law and daughter-in-law? I become the son in our house, right?
I become daughter in
I become the son to her parents and she becomes a daughter to my parents. So we have two fathers and two mothers. You understand? We have two fathers and two mothers now. But like the fallen nature of human beings, whom will I support? Naturally, I'll want to take care of my parents.
I will support my own parents.
Okay.
It's a fallen nature that its individuals' parents are given more priority.
Yeah, but that's not right. When I have been given the responsibility of two fathers and two mothers, and she has been given the responsibility of two fathers and mothers, together we need to work out in a way they will take care of both the parents without any kind of priority, right? And or partiality, you can say,
Okay.
right?
So
for
unless and until we two become one, we cannot do that.
This is called what we call as the law of love versus the law of respect. Okay, how can we become one? Okay, look at the screen properly. The husband's action, loving his wife, right? If my action is loving, and my wife's
The
emotions.
loving means Ephesians 5:21-33. It is explained that he is showing in action, that is sacrificial, serving, and sanctifying, and a lot of different kinds of love he is showing to wife.
The love of Jesus Christ,
Okay,
right?
my emotions are, I feel very respected.
Okay.
When my husband shows love to me, I feel respected. My emotions are different. Okay.
My action is love, and our emotions are respected, protected, and prioritized.
Okay.
I am his first love.
Okay.
She feels like that.
That is why the Bible says husbands better love your wives.
Yeah.
Okay. And wives better respect your husband.
Yeah.
When I show respect to my action is respect to my husband.
I feel loved, right? I feel loved. I feel protected. I feel prioritized.
What
right?
is respect? I will not put him down in any way. I will not put it. I will not. I will not bring disgrace to his name. Okay?
So, when I know that she loves me, gives me the first priority, and it is easy for me to love her parents, right? Let her parents do anything to me. Let my parents do anything to her. She'll say, right? My husband loves me so much.
Because
right?
of you, I will take care of your parents.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Because of me, he will take care of my parents.
Yeah.
So they have their own problems and everything. We need to take care of both the parents.
I want to do something just for my husband. I want to do something just because my wife respects me so much. I need to respect her parents too, right? So this is a beautiful picture we got, right? The family and both the parents with their dogs and the cats are also there. It's a lovely family, right? Okay, right. Now,
so
how do you set right the priorities?
There are practical things that you need to do. Always signal one to everyone that you are one.
Okay. When the world should see us as one, right? Not as a divided kingdom. Okay. If we are a divided kingdom, our parents can get it, the sisters can get it, my brothers, relations, friends, colleagues, pastor, anybody can get in between us. It'll be a ruckus. Okay. Right? They need to see us as one. Okay. Whatever is it, support each other at all times. Right? Okay.
And then if you are or staying in a joint family or in a nuclear family, whatever it is, your quality time is very important.
Yeah, we call it mini honeymoon. Okay, only couples time out. Okay, it means it's a mini honeymoon means once in 15 days or once in a week. It's good for you, husband and wife alone, not with the children, right? Not with the children, husband and wife, not with your parents or friends. Sometimes some men have the habit of bringing friends and their wives too, and they want to be in a company. They want recreation like that. No, it's just the husband and wife time out. You go to a place, sit down there, go to a restaurant. The time you got married, you would have visited many restaurants, and you will be having your favorite restaurant and favorite food. Okay, once in 15 days, sit in front of each other, facing each other, look into each other's eyes.
Time.
Let there
Talk
be
to each other.
sparks, right? Let there be romance. Okay, romance does not grow in a mango tree. Okay, you need to cultivate it. You need to make it happen.
So we have to limit the involvement and set the boundaries with individuals outside the marriage relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, that is setting the boundaries means, see, we lived in a joint family. 10 years we were in a joint family. So what we do is, initially we discuss we both will discuss all the issues, whatever the decisions that we have to take, and we both also discuss what we are going to tell our parents. Okay, how you are going to tell, and how I am going to tell, that there should be a same thing. We should not contradict. Okay, so this is what we are going to tell. Only this much amount only we are going to tell. Beyond that, we are not going to tell. So we just limit what we can tell, what we should not tell.
Then seek to keep personal issues between you and your spouse. Don't let down your spouse in front of your parents. Don't tell them what happened, except for some serious issues like abuse, right? And if your spouse
Abuse or homosexuality, pornography addictions, so those things which is beyond your control, you can involve a counselor or you seek counsel from others. Otherwise, keep your personal issues between you and your spouse.
Respect your spouse's wish over your parents' wish. Never criticize each other to your parents. Listen to advices from parents respectfully, but act on it only after agreeing together. Agreeing together, not with the parents, husband and wife agree together. As far as possible, visit parents together, right?
If you are staying in a different place, when you're visiting your parents,
go together.
Go together. Make time for your in-laws. Take them out. You have to take them out, okay? And spend time with them also. And then seek to function as a financially independent unit. That's very important.
Yeah.
Give rather than borrow money from in-laws. Develop your own social circle. Because your parents' friends, okay, instead of your parents, they're all going to be friends, but you have to develop your own friendship circle too. Small strategy while gifting.
Right. We like to give some gifts to our parents. When we get gifts from my parents, Sally is the one who will go and give the gift. And when we buy gifts for Sally's parents, I will go and give the gift to them.
We are just showing them that we are one. Okay,
not
in
only
financial
one,
decisions.
that even I love our parents and she loves. We give a signal that I love my in-laws.
We love them.
Yeah.
Phone call makes a difference. If you are away from the parents, when we make a phone call, see, to my parents, Peter he calls Papa and Mommy. Papa and Mommy, how are you? And talk to them. That really gives them the understanding that my son-in-law loves me. So instead of only daughter calling always parents, So and to my in-laws, I have to call them first and talk to them, and then they should feel loved, wanted, and needed. You should respect them. See, sometimes your in-laws, especially older parents, sometimes they are moody, they are irritated, they won't talk, their faces are they're rough, and they keep themselves mum. You feel that, it's all because they are angry with you, or it's all because of you. But you need to understand, certain times the older people, that is, it's because of their aging, because they are growing into their maturity, or because of their body aches, physical, emotional, mental, lot of changes are happening. So they are grumpy inside.
They struggle.
That's why their faces are like that. So don't imagine that, they are showing face like that. Okay.
Always keep smiling at them. Okay. It makes a difference. Okay. Then this is called the law of priority. Leaving means law of priority. Your spouse is your first priority. And we saw how to set right up priorities. Then cleaving is an active choice. It's a choice. Okay. Active choice of the husband
and
and the wife
to work
of
together.
choosing to work together towards a strong and happy marriage. In other words, to harmonize, right? To harmonize or synchronize. Yeah, I think you would have seen the swimming, no? It's called synchronized swimming or something like that. In the competition, or we complement each other with all our differences. Okay, with all our differences. So I'll answer your questions once we finish the session, right?
So cleaving, the bug and Greek
Hello.
mekalo, it means cement together.
Right. For example,
Take
when we
two
make a
papers.
house, right, to take two papers, put glue to both the papers, stick it, dry it, and try to separate it. What happens? Right? Not one paper tears, both the papers tear. A part of this paper will be sticking here, a part of this paper will be sticking here. It means, uh, cleaving means law of permanency. Marriage is
If
permanent.
try to separate, both will have problem. That's the meaning. Okay.
You get hurt if you try to separate, you live away from your spouse. That's the meaning of it. The other one is, other meaning of it is to catch by pursuit. To catch by pursuit means you don't give up. God is telling us, don't give up on your marriage, right? Because this relationship reflects our nature, right? The triune Trinity, the triune nature. This relationship reflects the relationship between Christ and the church. It's a holy relationship. So don't give up on it. Keep trying. So marriage works on two criteria, right? One is unconditional love. The other one is unconditional forgiveness. Whatever happens between them, we need to work on it. I should not give up on my marriage, right? So the law of pursuit means hard work. If we are to stick together as one and show to the world that we are one, right? Then
So
we need to put hard work.
That is sharing of life experience, feelings, thoughts, ideas, beliefs, and then bodies together. And we have to accept our spouse's views and ideas. And that's where our friendship grows. Wow, you think like that. I think like this. Okay, how we can put it together? So it is a hard work. And then the thing is,
this can also create tensions. You know,
Yeah.
like each one comes from different traditions. We have cultures, backgrounds. Right? Parents are different. Their views are different. We have learned so many things, right things and wrong things from our parents, from our friends, from our different education.
it is like a grafting, no? So we are grafted together. Why we are grafted together? To give many fruits.
Like mango grafting, two different mango plants are taken, okay, and you see the picture that this is how it is grafted. Why grafting is done? Because the yield there'll be an earlier yield. But in 3 years, or 2 years, the mango tree will start giving fruits, right? And not only that, the fruit will be very tasty and you'll have plenty of fruits. For a better tree, so they started grafting. So marriage is also like that. We come with baggages, we come with luggage, we come with all different views and ideas. Take all the things, good things together, put together, right? Work hard on your marriage to bind it, right? So when you bind together, you cannot be separated. It's like a pillar. When you make a pillar, you need iron rods, you need
Sand,
sand,
blue metal,
and all this water. You've made the pillar. Now I ask you to break the pillar and separate the sand from the blue metal and the rods from the blue metal and the sand. Can you do it? No. So it is such a kind of a gelling when you work hard on your marriage. So what we say is marriage requires hard work to pursue. Don't give up. So how do you do the hard work? First of all, accept that you and your spouse have strengths and weaknesses.
All of us not perfect.
Yeah.
So all the things that
I cannot see the dirt in my back, but I can see the dirt on her back. right?
So
And see, we start
when
condemning
we
each other.
point out and condemning or the bringing out all the things which is weaknesses and then the problems, accept, change. We have to work hard. How to change? What are the things to change? So appreciate, affirm, admire the strength, uplift, encourage each other
In
in
the faith.
failures. Don't be a condemning person or a criticizing person.
Yeah.
Huh?
Then the other problem that arises in the relationship, husband and wife relationship, is not understanding the
Roles.
biblical role and responsibility of the husband and the wife. Okay. Right.
So, and even while cleaving is physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and socially, we are coming together. That is why we said sharing ideas and everything. See, physical cleaving, mental cleaving, emotional cleaving, and spiritual cleaving, and social cleaving, and then financial cleaving also. So, finance, if you are not together, you are acting independently. See, we may have both, will have two different accounts, but if you are not transparent with each other, cleaving is difficult, because where your heart will be, where you are hiding. Okay, so the thing is, money. See, love of money is the root cause of all evil. Money is not evil. Love of money is root cause of all evil. So
we need to be transparent
with each
with
other.
money. Okay.
So
then you need to understand your spouse's needs and work on it to understand his or her need. Right? You understand? Needs. For example,
in Mom's Focus,
I
you
okay.
learned the love languages. Yeah, we saw that previous sessions and all. Yeah.
What did I do now? I drank water, right? Why? Because I was thirsty. Were you able to identify that I was thirsty before I did this act? No. So we have, right?
Emotional need.
So we have 5 psychological needs: emotional needs, sexual needs, we have our intellectual or mental needs, we have our social needs, and we have our spiritual needs. All of us, right? So my duty is to see that I understand all our needs.
And my duty is to see I understand all his needs, so that I can be a complementary person for him.
Yeah.
That is
we
why
need
in
to
Genesis
complement each
4,
other.
1 says, Adam knew his wife.
What is the meaning of knew?
He understood her thoroughly.
Adam knew his wife and she bore him a son. In some versions, it says Adam lay with his wife, right? And she bore him a son. But lay is not the right word. Knew is the right word. Knew means, right? He knew her. He learned about the needs of his wife, the 5 needs of his wife: emotional, mental, and every need. That's the meaning of knew, right? So you have to understand the needs of your spouse. If you're not working on the needs of your spouse, then you're not going to cleave together as one. Then learn to fight with your spouse in a Christian way, right? That is a decent way of resolving conflict. Okay, right. Work hard to harmonize and cleave to each other. Leaving and cleaving is a lifelong process. You might think, if we have been married for 20 years, we have been 30 years, we have lived together, we have seen ups and downs, and yet you're not come together as one.
It is not only for young families.
Yeah.
You need to understand this. Each stages of life, we need to leave and cleave. Okay? There are stages that the initial stages may be from external things, that is parents and all those things, that is third parties. And then later stage comes the internal things that we need to leave and cleave. Okay? Yeah. See, slowly as parents, we need to know how to leave our kids. Okay? How to leave our kids, how to leave our addictions, how to leave that certain responsibilities that we have put in our own head, and then not giving for our family, okay, time for our family. So many things that we have to leave and cleave.
One of the reasons for husband and wife to drift away from each other and for divorce is boredom, right? As you grow old, marriage sometimes becomes boredom. Okay.
Why?
So Why?
You are not leaving and cleaving.
And you're not working on your marriage, right? So don't allow boredom to creep in your marriage. So leaving and cleaving, it does not mean to abandon your parents, but the moment you take your spouse's hand, the priority belongs to your wife, to your husband.
Our sincere advice to parents who are listening: learn to leave your kids. Don't poke your nose into their decisions.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially when they are married, when they take a decision, they may flop. Let them flop. It's okay. Let them learn from their mistakes. Why you are poking your nose into that? Don't do that. Okay? So it is law of priority, law of pursuit.
Or work, hard work. Okay. So we have some questions. I think let it be how to love and maintain healthy.
May God add His blessing to this verse. So I have a doubt. My husband never calls my parents if we are far away, and many times skip to call his parents too. How can I make him to do that? Okay.
Right. Could you shed some light on how to love and maintain healthy communication even when in-laws involved beyond the limit?
So here the first question is, see, that is why it is said marriage is a hard work. Endurance. We need to endure it. The thing is, he is not calling and is not making the first step. So here is where that, okay, is not making it. Let me make the step and I will give to him. Hey, see, Mama and Papa is talking. Say hello to him.
Yeah.
So like that. So that will help him to talk also.
And not
Sometimes
only that-
he is in a different world, or he's thinking something different. So he's not concentrating on the things that what we are doing.
Right.
So help each other.
Before he makes a call to his own parents, you rush. You make the call to his parents, right? And say, hey, I'm talking to your parents. Talk to them, right? That can be another initiative that will help him, that he needs to make a call to your parents too, right? Show him that you love his parents, right? Don't hate his parents because he's not making a call to your parents, right? You do it. You show love to his parents. And that love can change it, because love is a character of God. You keep on showing and he cannot just keep quiet. He will change. Okay? Right. Then could you please shed some light on how to love and maintain healthy communication even when in-laws involved beyond the limit? Okay.
So here is where husband and wife, you need to be open with each other. Keep communicating to your spouse. This is what I see. It is not that your parents did like this. You have to communicate that I feel I am lonely here. I feel I am I'm not included here. You have to share your feelings to your spouse. Okay. So that let him understand, let him understand that you are struggling and he has to give importance to you and he has to keep boundaries. Okay. So keep talking your feelings to your spouse instead of your parents always do like this. See, your parents are, now also they are doing. So it is accusing. Okay. Instead of accusing.
Don't go and fight with your husband, right? Don't shout at your husband. The more you shout at your husband, he will drift away from you, because respect is important for a man. That hurts his ego, right?
The more you shout your wife, she is also going to drift away.
Right. So how do you communicate to your husband, right? In a very gentle voice, say, I feel that I'm not given the priority. In a very gentle voice, I feel that somebody is coming into our life. Personalize your feelings, right? I feel like this, I feel like that. That is how you put across things to your spouse.
Keep communicating. Do never stop communicating to your spouse.
Right?
I have received a few questions. Can I ask?
Yes.
Yeah. So in a marriage where the wife has no support from her spouse, how does she handle finances when she's totally inexperienced in that area? She is too scared to make errors. This is the question.
In a marriage, when she does not have total support from her husband, right? how does she handle finance? Okay. We usually tell there should be transparency between the husband and the wife. There can be two earnings, but the tank should be one. The inflow into the tank, right? It should be a one tank, and the outflow also one. Okay, and the husband and the wife should know how much is coming in and how much is going out. Okay? If the husband, the question is, right, how can I handle the finance if I'm inexperienced?
Yes.
What I understand is that she wants to hide something from her husband and handle finance independently of her.
Says she has no support from her spouse, so maybe she is the breadwinner.
She is only the breadwinner.
Yeah, no support from her spouse. Yeah.
Right. He doesn't give money for the family.
Yeah, that's what
It's not clear. Yeah.
It's
that's
not
what
clear.
it looks like.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever is it, if it is not clear to us, we also cannot give a right answer. But this is what we guess, right? Maybe.
Okay, so there's a clarification, brother. Both are earning, but he doesn't reveal anything regarding his finances.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is not right in a marriage relationship. So here the wife taking all the initiative to manage everything, then all the more that he gets the idea that he doesn't need to share.
He becomes
he becomes more
irresponsible.
So here is where she has to leave some that you need to take care of this. She has to put down her foot down and say that this is what you have to do as a husband. Come on, let us do together. What is your view about this? Okay, all these things she has to discuss with him. If he is not listening, okay, if he is not listening, prayerfully, okay, let her talk to him. And then if furthermore he is not listening, both of them need help.
Yeah, thank you so much. We've got a few questions now. The next question is, to what extent can we take advice from parents, and what should be our attitude with spouse when we ask for advice from parents?
Okay.
Right.
See, the thing is, we can take any advice from our parents, whatever it is. Okay, any advice from our parents. But before asking advice from our parents, we both have to discuss. See, Peter, so we are thinking of moving from this place to another place, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we consult our parents for this?
Why? Yeah, we are thinking of moving, but we spoke about it, no?
Yeah.
We spoke about it. It's for the good of our family. We thought it's moving away from this place into a new place and into the new job, right? And we thought our children will have better education and all this. We've already spoken about it. Then should we go and talk to our parents? That is one thing, right? Yeah, but we need to tell them that we have taken a decision that we are moving, right?
Oh, okay. After we finalize everything, we are going to tell them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we will ask their opinion. If they say that why we are moving, what shall we do?
Well, yeah, we can tell them this is a decision we have already taken, right? And we are going to abide by the decision we have taken.
So before talk to your parents, you get into a conclusion that what you're going to talk. If they talk like this, how you are going to answer? Okay. So it is better. See, it is like it's a pure good friendship.
Right.
When you think as a best friend, when you take your best friend, 12th standard friend to your home, how you talk? Hey, come on, yeah.
You orient your friend, right? You tell about your parents. When you come to my house, my father is very sick.
My father will ask this question.
Yeah.
You have to answer this. Okay?
Yeah.
When he asks like that, you have to tell like that.
Yeah.
See, we orient like that. We have to orient each other. This is what we are going to talk. Okay, if they talk like that, we can tell like that. See, sometimes we have no clue in taking any decision. That is in areas where we can be very open. See, we don't know about these things. Let us go and discuss with our parents. Then later, we both will discuss and come to a conclusion.
Yeah. The decision is for us,
Yeah.
right? The decision is for us. And we got to act on it, right? Okay, if we tell our parents before we take the decision, surely, right? Surely
For
there's
example, certain things we don't know what is God's will. They're going and talking to them, and they
That's
will be showing the light. Okay, something. So then what we have to do? Okay, parents said like this. What do you think about it? Can we go about it or not? Okay. So
That's very
final
helpful.
decision should be ours.
I think that clarifies a lot of things. Thank you so much. Another question. I knew my husband before marriage for more than 5 years. We are married for 1 year now, but I always feel insecure, though he is very loving. How to get out of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why that doubt, right? Is there something, is the Spirit of God telling her that the husband is not faithful to her regarding the relationship? Is he having any other, does she feel that he's having any other relationship?
No, she says he's very loving.
Yeah.
He is loving, so she's feeling insecure. So the thing is the baggages. Okay, that is the thing is, Peter, do you love me?
Yes.
Do you really love
I
me?
love you.
Do you really
You
love
know that, no?
me?
Like
Do you really love me?
yes, yes, yes.
So the thing is, why I feel that my husband is showing love, I am not feeling enough. Why? There is some baggages that it is not healed. So what are the baggages which I am
Not
feeling resolved? Maybe my past personal childhood experiences. Okay. Maybe the thing that I feel that maybe the inputs that I am listening. Okay. Maybe in my office, many people are selling so many problems.
Your
I'm
parents can say
listening so
something.
many things, and there is no knowledge of God in my mind. I will also feel very insecure. Okay, because I'm putting a lot of problem inside my head.
Sometimes we expect, the expectation is too much from the spouses, right? The wife expecting too much from the husband, and also like too much possessive also, right? Check on all those areas. Am I too possessive, right?
Let her
Is
talk
my
to somebody.
is my expectation realistic? There can be unrealistic expectation. Like, for example, I want my wife to always love me. Is it a realistic
Realistic
expectation?
or unrealistic?
Unrealistic. It's an unrealistic expectation. She cannot love.
Sometimes I don't feel like loving him.
Yeah. Right.
I feel angry.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's fine. Huh?
Yeah.
So the thing is, later we get resolved and then we love again. Okay.
Yeah. I hope the dear sister who asked this question has got the answer. Thank you so much. Another question. When my parents intentionally or unintentionally hurt my spouse, that anger and hurt is there with my spouse for months together. As a result, whenever they visit home, he is very rude with them. What to do?
Okay. See, parents, when they behave certain things that it hurts us. Okay. It hurts us. It is true. So when it is hurting my husband, I should first think that instead of standing with my parent, I should stand with my spouse first. Okay. I have to support my husband. See, Peter, I know that my parents can be sometimes bossy and they can tell certain things which irritate you. I know that. But I feel with you. But I am with you. I stand with you.
Thank you.
Okay. But yeah, because I don't like that what they are doing. Okay, it is not right thing.
But thank you so much.
Okay,
for
disrespect.
studying.
So when I give support to him, and then see, Peter, they are coming home. See, even though we don't like the behavior, how can we? Because we cannot say no to them. They are coming home. What shall we do?
No problem at all, darling, because you love me so much, no? You respect me so much. And no, just for you, not just for you, they are also my parents.
Okay.
Right? Okay. As a Christian, I need to understand that
We
they are
forgive
old.
them.
Yeah, I forgive them. They are old.
So
right?
here we have to resolve those issues. Okay. and then they bring the forgiveness part and let him forgive, and then it will be easier.
Yeah, that was a wonderful demonstration. I hope that helps. Another question: what to do when the wife does not want to live in the city her husband lives, although he is willing to live separately from his parents? She wants her husband to go and settle in the city her parents live. He has a good job in the city he lives, so he cannot relocate.
Okay. See,
Mhm.
here is the question is full of selfishness. Okay.
She
That
has
is
not forgotten her house, right? That's a command of God. She has to leave and forget her parents. The command is the two shall become one. She is sticking on to her parents. That is a sin, right? And if
and
she,
when you put a question why, I say as I started with it is selfishness. When you put a question why she is thinking like that, okay, it's one thing is to get comfort. Another thing is all her work will be done by the parents, okay, and everything will be supplied home, and their work will be less. So it is many a times children are choosing to live in the same city of parents is because they extract so many things from parents, and then they want to live a carefree life. Okay, see, marriage is a hard work. It's not. See, and also want to tell you, young couples, don't make your parents work for you so much. They have done so much. Leave them. You have to also leave them. Let them also enjoy in their old age. Don't extract them and putting pressure on them, leaving all your kids with them, and then making them to work till their death. It's really a sad fact. Okay, you have to
they
work
need
for your own.
retirement from their work, they need rest and retirement from the children also.
Yeah,
You're matured enough to take care of your own children, and you're matured enough to take care of yourself, right?
So for why that girl is thinking like that is putting all her whatever is a burden she wants to put on the family. So she need both of them they need a counseling.
Okay. There's a similar question saying, we are both working, so our parents, I don't know whose it is, our parents take care of our children. They are small. Because they take care of our children, they think they have a say in the decisions we make. How to manage this?
Exactly. Exactly. So because they are say you are getting work done by them, and they have also they should also realize that they should also they can only help them a short while or a little time.
See, you're enjoying the privileges given to you by your parents. They're taking care of your children. So they're taking advantage of the situation, right? So that's a thing, right? They want something in return. They want to have control over you. So don't allow that, right? And on the other side, the husband and the wife should have boundaries. They should have their own values, right? For the children, the disciplines that they want to have for the children. You have you set things right. Okay, when you have a plan for your children, right? If you're leaving them with your parents, your children are not going to learn from you. They're going to learn from your parents only, right? And as grandparents, I know grandparents will surely spoil the children. There'll be too much of right, pampering.
It's not that spoiling. See, the thing is, we have two kids. We brought them up. Once I know that I know a little bit of parenting, my children flew away from our hands. Okay, because by the time they are grown up, only I am thinking that I know a little bit of parenting. Now, what I know, I want to invest all on my grandchildren.
Yeah.
Okay, so I become extra sweet and extra nice. So the extra sweet and extra nice become problem for the grandchildren. So the thing is here, the question is My parents, they are having control. So here the couple should make a decision what to listen, what not to listen. That's all. Okay, let them give advice. Don't disrespect them. But you take a decision together.
Thank you so much. I think many of us are struggling because we will not be able to finish all the questions. We have way too many. So I'm just picking the most relevant ones. My husband will not discuss anything with me. For example, if he buys a bike, he's telling me it is my money. I can spend my money. I know everything. I can manage. What to do in this situation?
My way, my style, right? Okay.
My money, my way, my style. It's not marriage. It is once you say I do, it is our money, it is our vision, our dream, and our desires. Okay. So maybe I may not know about bikes. It's okay. But he has to discuss with me. I'm going to buy a bike. This is going to be like this. When he explained to me, we both own together. Okay. So the husband needs to understand. See, why he is doing that is maybe he is not taught. He's not taught like that. He was independent like that before. He's still acting like that. So
I don't know whether is a businessman. Usually businessmen have this idea, like they have been operating their business as an individual and no one was involved in it. He was under no one, right? As in the case of other jobs. But he was acting independently. And when he got married, maybe he's showing his power like that. He wants to be independent even after marriage. He doesn't want to discuss with his wife.
But he has to realize that when he discusses with the wife, and each and everything will be together, will be owning. Okay? It's not your money and your things and your bike and all these things. It's our bike. Okay? So we both will enjoy celebrate the gift that God is going to give us. So it is better that we discuss and go ahead.
Thank you. There are two questions on joint families. I'll read them together. Okay. Who should be the head in joint families? When the son gets married, the new couple continues to live with the parents in their house. So practically, the parents continue to be the head. How can this be dealt with? That's one question. Another question is, should a newly married couple continue to be part of the joint family?
Can you read the second question?
Should a newly married couple continue to be part of the joint family?
Let me answer the second question first. Right? It's a decision of the man and the woman whether to live with the parents or not. Right? If the husband feels that he needs to live separately away from his parents and the wife agrees on it, that's fine. There's nothing wrong about it. Okay? Maybe they need more freedom, they need more privacy, and they want to know each other better in a separate place. And the second question is...
The first question says that in a joint family, who is the head of the family?
We spoke about it. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3 says, the head of the husband is Christ, and the head of the wife is the husband. Right? Even if you live in a joint family, you cannot allow your mother or your father to become the head of your wife.
In the joint family, the regular system is the father is the head of that family. But you are in that joint family, this is a separate unit. Okay, in that joint family. So this unit as the leader, that is, my husband is the leader. So, see, it is like a structure of a institution. The institution, a manager will be there. There will be the team leaders for the different teams. Okay, like that, he is my team leader. And we both have to discuss together and decide for this particular team and this particular team. Okay, but regarding the joint family decisions, the whole family decision, we both have to discuss with everyone. But this particular team's decisions that we can take.
The problem is becoming gods for others, right? From the beginning, it's been the problem. Satan told Eve, if you eat the fruit, you'll become gods, right? So even here, the husband wants to become the head,
God of the wife.
the God of his wife, and the wife wants to be the God of the husband. And moreover, the parents wants to be the God of the son and the daughter-in-law also, right? So becoming gods. That's
Little
not,
gods.
and God said, "You shall not have any other gods besides me." Right? Let my father mind his own business. Let my mother mind her own business. Let me be the head of my wife, and let her be my wife, my helpmate. Right? That's the right way. So the command is the husband becomes the head of the wife. My father has no authority or right to become the head of my wife or the head of me. The moment I get married, right? My headship, I was under my father, that headship gets cut, and I come directly under Christ. Okay, there's a question, right? In that case, okay, if you say that my father is my head in a joint family, then who is my father's head? It should be his father. He's dead and gone. He's buried. Okay, okay. The moment he got married, he got disconnected from his father, right? The headship is cut, and he came under Christ. And he should use the same rule for me. The headship, he cannot rule over me. I come under him, under Christ, right? And that's a command of God. If we don't keep that command, it becomes a cursed family, a cursed pattern.
So when we live in a joint family, my father and mother, they are one unit. We are one unit. Okay. And then if there is unmarried children there, they are under the father and mother's care. Okay. So they will take decision for the unmarried children thing, and they may advise us, but we have to take decision on our own. Okay. So here is where the common decision for the bigger joint family, we as a smaller unit, we can give input. Okay. These are the way that we can make necessary changes. Okay. And they have to also accept that now the children are like a new unit. We have to adopt and accept them as they are. It's a big change. It's not easy. See, it's not easy when you live in a joint family. People will show faces. When you take decision on your own, and as a new unit, people will not talk to you. They will mistreat you. Don't feel bad.
Obey God.
Obey God.
Right. Your parents are God's command. It's a choice. It's a choice.
That they are showing face, or they are doing this thing, that is for a short time. Once they understand that you are obeying God and you are following God, automatically things will settle.
Thank you so much for that encouragement also at the end. Yeah. So I'm going to skip a few questions, but 2 questions. Can I just ask together? I know time is running out. Yeah, these are from 2 sisters, I believe, who are really struggling. So I'm just asking those questions. What can be done where the husband is not ready to accept the wife as his partner from day 1 of marriage? They both are living separate even after many years. He married her just due to parents' compulsion. A similar question from another sister. What to do if husband outrightly says, I don't want to live with you, I want a divorce, but the wife is fighting for the marriage? So these are 2 sisters who are in difficult marriages.
Okay.
Can you repeat the questions, please? Sorry. What is the first question?
The first question is, the husband married the wife only because of parents' compulsion and he has not accepted her as his wife. The second one also, the husband says, I don't want to live with you, I want a divorce, but only the wife is fighting for the marriage.
Okay. The first question that we want to answer is that he says that I don't want, I just married you because of I don't want to live with you. Okay. So that's the first question, no?
Yes. Just because of parents' compulsion, he married.
So that means that we have to ask a question, why? Okay. Why this man is telling like that? Is it a physical problem? Or is it an emotional problem, or is mental problem? Okay. The physical problem is he not able to fulfill as a man? Okay.
Is he having
Is he
problem
having
with
problem
the sexuality?
Sexuality.
Is he an
Okay.
important, right?
Sometimes men, because their sexuality is connected with the ego, they don't want others to know it. Okay. So they will act like that. And then the question is
he an homosexual?
Is he a homosexual?
Or is he addicted to pornography?
Mm.
Are they having physical intimacy, proper intimacy? Why he's not able to accept her as his wife from the first day? I don't mean, is it a physical rejection, sexual rejection, or any other rejection, right? So if it is something, if the marriage is not consummated,
then it's not a marriage.
It's not a marriage. It's null and void, right? The quote says that, and 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 3 says that the husband body does not belong to him. It belongs to the wife, and the wife's body does not belong to her. It belongs to the husband, right? Render your body as a benevolence to your spouse. That means I have to give my body as a gift to my spouse. If he's failing to do that duty, it's a duty and a command of God. If he's failing to do that, then marriage becomes null and void.
It is like an unbeliever.
It's a divorce.
So the thing is, we are not supporting divorce, but unbelieving husband wants to leave. The Bible also says, let him leave.
But if he has got some problems regarding his sexuality or his orientation, right? If he's an homosexual,
it can be treated.
95% of impotency can be cured, treated, right? Homosexuality can be cured. Pornography addiction can be cured, right? And if he does not have any idea about intimacy, then he can seek a psychiatrist, right? Or a sexologist or a urologist. They can help them, right? So, and the second question is?
The husband wants a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the wife is fighting for the marriage and staying. Yeah.
What is the reason? We don't know the reason he wants a divorce.
So it is not a general answer, okay? There is a lot of hidden things that we need to work on. So
a coin has got two sides, right? We are getting something vague. My husband does not want me, he wants a divorce. But what can we say without knowing the husband's side? Why does he want a divorce? That is the thing.
Okay, he's not happy with her, and due to fights, he has quitting behavior. I just got an explanation.
Okay, so he has a quitting behavior. So because of fights. So here is where fights can be resolved. So he is not able to take fight as a how to fight fairly. He doesn't know. We know a person that is who is very dear to us. He never fights with his wife. We asked him why. Because for us it is very strange. Why he is not having any argument with his wife? Because wife argues with him. Okay, but he will not argue.
And the wife laughs, no? Whenever I start an argument or some discussion, he goes into a shell. When we asked him, Anna, why are you doing like this? He said,
this man takes a position that is, whatever you say is right. Okay, tell the wife like that. And he just give up the fight. So we asked, why you are giving up your fight? You have to discuss because she needs to know your views. And he said, when he was small,
when he was about 6 years old, the mother fought with the father and left it, right? He and his brother, they grew up without a mother. So he's so scared to start an argument.
So the background matters a lot.
Was his father a very strict man, always crushing him? Maybe
not able to. So there are so many things for him to learn. So both of them, if they seek a counselor, it will be good.
Yeah, I think that is really helpful. Yes, because we have very limited information from the questions. I think that is, I think, dear sister, maybe as Brother Peter and Sister Sally suggested, you can seek help with a counselor. So thank you so much. Because of the time, I am actually skipping over 2 or 3 questions that I received at the end. Thank you so much, brother and sister, for your time and for teaching us. Me personally, I've never heard this topic taught so clearly in all these years. And I'm sure that all of you have been blessed by this. We pray that God will use you much more in the days to come. And may
Thank you.
many families be built through you. And just looking at the number of questions, I know that this session was extremely beneficial. And we also hope that many can watch through YouTube and also be blessed. And just a few of the members have asked if they can reach you out for counseling.
Yes, but
Would
we
we be
come
able-
only
Yes.
when they come physically. Don't do that over the phone. If they come to Pondicherry, we are in Pondicherry, they can reach out to us. They can get numbers from you.
Okay.
Number, okay.
Okay, so they will have to come to Pondicherry to your center.
Do you want us to display a number?
Yes, would it be possible? Or otherwise, I've taken the number of the sisters who asked me, so I can send it to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
if you can share, that will also be
Yeah.
helpful. If you can share.
The
Yes.
sharing has stopped. Can you help?
Okay, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the sisters who asked for counseling from Brother Peter and Sister Sally, please note their phone number that is on the screen.
This is on this.
Yeah, 9489145496.
Yeah.
Please take their number and reach out to them.
And this is
Okay, the Gmail ID is also given. So that is also really helpful if you want to reach out. Yeah. So thank you so much. May God abundantly bless you. I am personally blessed, and I'm sure that each one of you are blessed too. So I'll quickly introduce the next month's session to you and the ministry before we leave. So the next session will be on July 16th, 2023. That's again the third Sunday, 5 p.m. And the topic will be the family altar. Mr. and Mrs. M. Krishnaya from Hyderabad will be leading this session. So please join us and also share the word with others who would be interested to join. If you need any more information about the ministry, or you have any questions, queries, you have topic suggestions, please message us at 944-7795-836. This is Sheba Sam's number. Please take note of this number. You can also email us at momfocus2020@gmail.com. We are also there on Facebook and Instagram. And most of you are familiar with our YouTube channel, Mom Focus. If you have not visited the channel, kindly do so, because we have the sessions of all the previous months uploaded there as videos. And we have also some extra sessions. So if you would like to take a look at them, please go to the YouTube channel and also subscribe, so you will be updated with all the content that will be posted there in the future. If you have any personal counseling needs, you can message this number on WhatsApp. That's my number, 8978-306903. And if you need any specific counselors for any specific issues, we can also guide you to trained counselors in different areas. So kindly reach out on this number. Thank you so much for joining. And once again, special thanks to brother and sister for the session. May God bless us all. We'll close with a word of prayer. Thank you, Lord, for this wonderful time you gave us. And thank you, Lord, for enabling Brother Peter and Sister Sally to minister to us so powerfully from your word, O Lord. I thank you for all the good ways in which you led them and you strengthened them and you filled them with your spirit to speak to us. Bless them, O Lord. Bless their ministry more and more in the days to come. And Lord, we pray for each one of us who have heard your word today. Help us, Lord, to apply it in our lives, Lord, and so that we may be obedient to what we heard today. Bless us, build our families, Lord, build our generations. We thank you and we praise you and we give you all glory and honor. We ask and pray in Jesus' precious name. Amen. Thank you, one and all. May God bless each one of us.
Thank you all.
bye-bye. God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.